WWE Saturday Night's main event. Cody Rhodes vs. Kevin Owens contract signing ends in a brawl. Shawn Michaels moderated the contract signing. The stakes for the Royal Rumble ladder match between Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens were already sky high, but WWE added an extra layer of tension by having Shawn Michaels moderate the contract signing. Hailing from San Antonio, the Heartbreak Kid was welcomed with thunderous applause as he made his way to the ring to oversee the proceedings. Shawn Michaels makes his entrance in his hometown of San Antonio, Texas to moderate the Cody Rhodes vs. Kevin Owens contract signing at WWE Saturday Night's MainThe commentary team dubbed Michaels the Master of the Ladder match, a title that felt more like a convenient narrative device than a genuine accolade. While Michaels has participated in legendary ladder matches, it was clear his presence here was meant to inject nostalgia and potentially stir the pot. Kevin Owens, ever the opportunist, seemed poised to exploit that from the start. The contract signing began with a tense atmosphere as the championship, symbolically hanging above the ring, suddenly descended into the frame. The unexpected visual drew a reaction from the crowd, adding a layer of gravitas to the moment. Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens locked eyes, the animosity palpable. As the proceedings began, Owens, playing the role of the ultimate agitator, refused to sign the contract right away. "I cared about our friendship more than you ever did." Kevin Owens to Cody Rhodes #SNME www.pic.twitter.com/G9NIW3EW. KN Wrestling, Wrestling, January 26, 2025. Instead, he launched into a verbal tirade, accusing Cody Rhodes of being handed opportunities and accusing Michaels of favoritism. Kevin Owens' relentless taunting seemed designed not just to rattle Rhodes, but to goad Michaels into reacting a tactic that nearly worked. The simmering tension boiled over when Owens sucker-punched Rhodes, igniting a chaotic scene. The American Nightmare staggered but quickly regained his footing, attempting to fight back. However, Owens, always one to push boundaries, turned his attention to Shawn Michaels. As he grabbed Michaels and set him up for a piledriver, the crowd erupted in shock and fury. Before Owens could deliver the devastating move, Rhodes intervened, saving the WWE Hall of Famer from serious harm. Michaels, with a glint of his old in-ring magic, retaliated with a surprise sweet chin music that sent Owens reeling. The unexpected superkick brought the crowd to its feet, a nostalgic moment that underscored why Michaels is still beloved. Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens seem to have real-life animosity during heated promo, believes wrestling veteran exclusive. WWE stars Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens confronted each other this week before their big match at Royal Rumble. The two stars were on Saturday night's main event for a contract signing segment. Veteran journalist Bill Apter gave his take on the segment. While speaking to Sportskeeda Wrestling, Shawn Michaels was given the responsibility of getting the two men to sign on the dotted line ahead of their match. Cody and Kevin had some vicious words to say to each other, but both finally signed the contract. The proceedings broke down soon after as KO ambushed his opponent. Shawn also got involved in the action and flattened Owens with his sweet chin music. Legendary wrestling journalist Bill Apter spoke with Sportskeeda Wrestling after the show and praised the intensity between Cody and Kevin while firing shots at each other. The veteran felt Shawn getting involved physically in the action amped up the excitement for this matchup. He detailed that the match could end dramatically with both competitors grabbing one belt each, further prolonging the story. An incredible segment where Cody Rhodes was so furious. I mean, you could really feel it from him, and so was Kevin Owens. The two of them seemed like they were shooting on each other. To see Shawn Michaels come back and use his sweet chin music was a classic moment. I'm looking forward to their ladder match at the Royal Rumble. I still believe Cody that will retain, or it will become a held-up situation where each of them will grab one of the belts and fall down from the ladder at the same time. Man, that would be great. The stage is now set for Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens to collide at the Royal Rumble in a high-profile ladder match. It will be interesting to see which of these two stars can scale up the ladder and grab the titles for the win. WWE Saturday Night's main event, Best and Worst. Major star suffers serious injury. Mistake with Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens. The second Saturday night's main event since its modern-day revival was a solid outing for WWE. Not too much was expected from this TV special, especially 1 week before the Royal Rumble. At least the action was reliably good, as is always the case on WWE shows. What stood out the most, though? Let's get into it. Here are the biggest positives and negatives from Saturday night's main event in San Antonio, Texas. Number 4. Best. 2 solid title matches at Saturday night's main event. The opening 2 matches at Saturday night's main event followed a similar pattern. A young, dominant champion retaining their title against an experienced challenger. Rhea Ripley and Nia Jax opened the show with a fun contest, which saw some fun, hard-hitting action. While the opener was predictable, many believed Sheamus would finally win the Intercontinental Championship. However, Braun Breaker had other ideas. He survived another banger against the Celtic Warrior at Saturday night's main event, cementing himself as a worthy champion. Number 3. Best/worst. Main event Jay falls short again. This isn't a complete negative because the match was so good, but it's a difficult time to be a Jey Uso fan. He has lost yet another world title match, this time falling short to Gunther at Saturday night's main event. The ring general was the correct winner, which only confirms that WWE shouldn't have booked this match. Regardless, it was a fine showing for both men. The YET Master came agonizingly close to the World Heavyweight Championship again, hitting multiple spears, superkicks, and an USO splash for a convincing 2 count. In the end, 2 power bombs did the trick for Gunther. He is still the champion, and main event Jay will have to fight another day. Worst. Kevin Owens left laying. The contract signing between Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens at Saturday night's main event was overseen by Shawn Michaels. Both stars relinquished their respective WWE Championship belts to be hung above the ring ahead of their ladder match at the Royal Rumble next weekend. KO cut a generic heel promo before signing the contract, but the biggest offense of this segment came at the end. Owens tried to hit a package piledriver on Michaels, only for Rhodes to thwart him. This led to HBK hitting sweet chin music on the prizefighter that a 59-year-old WWE Hall of Famer should not be laying out the biggest heel in the company under any circumstances. The fact that it was done just to pop Shawn Michaels' hometown crowd doesn't make it any better. Kevin Owens deserves much better ahead of his match against Cody Rhodes. Number 1. Best. A monstrous beatdown. Jacob Fatu may not have won the match, but what happened after the bell made this the best thing at Saturday night's main event. The tribal werewolf got disqualified for beating up Braun Strowman way too hard, hitting several hip attacks into the bottom turnbuckle. The WWE officials rushed to the ring to stop Fatu from doing more damage, but that